The market capitalization of the coin is used to summarize all that is taught in this video. Additionally, I would ask that you support my channel by liking it and subscribing to it so that you can stay up to date on future XRP news as well as other cryptocurrency news in general. Take a look at this now, shall we? It is not a security, XRP. In the wake of a landmark verdict, Ripple has issued a warning about the SEC's reach. It was decided by Judge Analisa Torres that the secondary sale of XRP does not constitute a security. Alderati, Chief Legal Officer, and Brad Garlinghouse, Chief Executive Officer of Ripple, celebrate the victory's one-year anniversary. Take a look at this tweet that was sent out by Brad, the CEO. Furthermore, he stated that the 13th of July, 2023 was a day that was highly favorable for Ripple as well as the overall business. Furthermore, for me personally, a fundamental recollection is that we were resolute in our determination to combat the bully who has hounded and waged an unjust war on our sector. Initially, I was aware that we were on the right side of the law and that we would be on the right side of history. This is something that I mentioned earlier. The year that has passed since then has seen Gensler SEC ramp up its attack against cryptocurrency. They are under the mistaken impression that they are able to suffocate this technology and sector by the use of unsuccessful lawsuits, false rhetoric, slander, and intimidation. Then they were in the wrong. Even now, they are in the wrong. For the second time, Garlinghouse reaffirmed his opposition to the efforts of the SEC to suffocate the sector. On the occasion of the first anniversary of a landmark court ruling that declared XRP was not a security, top executives from Ripple are in attendance to celebrate. With their ongoing legal struggle with the United States, they consider this verdict to be a significant victory for the Bitcoin sector as it navigates the regulatory uncertainty that it is currently facing. Ripple executives Brad Garlinghouse and Stuart Alderati marked the anniversary on social media by celebrating the court judgment and condemning the SEC's alleged repressive attitude to cryptocurrency regulation. In addition, they commented on the SEC's perceived approach to cryptocurrency regulation. Their remarks bring attention to the ongoing disagreement that has only gotten worse in the year after the XRP ruling tensions between regulators and the cryptocurrency industry. Their comments call attention to the ongoing fight. Monday, July 13th, CoinDishy released an article with the subject XRP not a security in a tweet that was sent out early in the morning. The tweet made reference to the anniversary as a fundamental memory. In the wake of a landmark verdict, Ripple has issued a warning about the SEC's reach. During a recent conversation, the Chief Executive Officer and Clove Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, and Stuart Alderati discussed the passage of 1 year since the summary decision that Judge Torres issued in the SEC v. Ripple case. In significant part as a result of this verdict, the conclusion that XRP does not qualify as a security was reached. On the occasion of the anniversary of the SEC v. Ripple case, Stuart Alderati, the Chief Legal Officer of Ripple, made a post on XA's erstwhile Twitter account, in which he discussed the relevance of the summary decision that Judge Torres issued on July 13, 2023. The conclusion reached by this significant verdict is that Ripple's cryptocurrency, XRP, does not qualify as a security. This verdict, according to Alderati, offered the Bitcoin industry a much-needed reprieve from the ongoing legal turmoil and played a significant role in the ongoing legal struggle that Ripple and Yance were engaged in. While conceding that the courts have the authority to regulate CC conduct, the verdict also brought attention to the excessive actions taken by the Securities and Exchange Commission under the supervision of Chair Gary Gensler. This was demonstrated by other instances that stated related difficulties, such as the most recent one against Binance. Gary also advocated for legislation, pointing out that achieving clarity through the court system is both costly and unworkable in the long run. He said that legislation should be passed. Torres's decision was interpreted as having consequences by Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple Beyond Ripple. According to his position, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has suggested that they would not oppose the finding that XRP is not a security. This is due to the fact that the matter is still ongoing and the remedies have not been decided upon. In addition, Garlinghouse highlighted that Ripple and the cryptocurrency industry would emerge stronger than they were before, notwithstanding the decision of the SEC to initiate legal action. Within the past year, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has expanded its efforts to pursue the cryptocurrency company, as stated by the Chief Executive Officer of Ripple. Garlinghouse continued by stating that the company has not been destroyed and would never be destroyed by the strategies employed by the SEC, but this assertion was met with little success. Is it words or threats? Garlinghouse made the remark that he was aware of the fact that we were on the right side of the law and would be on the right side of history throughout the event. As I mentioned earlier, parties initially submitted motions for administrative action when it first began. As a similar matter, according to CoinGape, the parties to the Ripple class action case have submitted administrative motions to be filed under seal. The parties were instructed by Judge Phyllis Hamilton to address their sealing motions after she had earlier rejected attempts to redact portions of the papers that were being submitted by the parties. During the course of this ongoing process, hearings and other submissions are scheduled to take place in July. According to what Ripple has pointed out, the current class action complaint ought to be covered by the summary finding that Judge Tora has made in the programmatic buyer's proceeding. Nevertheless, the court ought to make a decision on these administrative motions on its own fairly soon. In addition, the magistrate Judge Robert Illman has scheduled a settlement conference, and the deadline for providing notification of the exclusion of the evidence provided by 4 specialists is the 26th of 7th July. The cryptocurrency Benchmark CF Benchmark has been made available a reference rate for Ripple's XRP, and Internet Computer Core, Ripple's chief executive officer, Brad Garlinghouse, expressed his satisfaction with the decision that was made by the governing board. Numerous individuals working within the sector are of the opinion that this represents a big advancement in terms of supplying market makers with pricing data and generating prospects for institutional Bitcoin offers. The Chicago Mercantile Exchange has announced the availability of new reference rates and real-time indexes for the cryptocurrency XRP and the cryptocurrency ICP. The launch that will take place on July 29th will have the purpose of providing customers with access to transparent price information that will enable them to compute portfolio values that are more accurate. This generated conversations regarding the possibility of introducing an exchange-traded fund ETF for XRP. XRP and ICP have been added to the portfolio of cryptocurrencies held by CME Group, which now totals 24 cryptocurrencies. This accounts for more than 93% of the total market value of cryptocurrencies that are available for investment, as stated by Giovanni Vicioso, who serves as the global head of crypto products at CME Group. As noted by Ripple's chief executive officer, this is a step toward the implementation of institutional cryptocurrency solutions. The establishment of a trustworthy benchmark reference rate is the first step toward the development of institutional cryptocurrency products. This is especially true in light of the launch of the XRP Index by CME Group and CF Benchmarks. A collaborative effort by CSI CME Group and CF Benchmarks to develop an XRP Index is something that should be commended. It has been made clear that the market has spoken. The potential of the XRPTF is increasing according to Brad Garlinghouse. Consequently, Bitstamp, Coinbase, and Kraken, in addition to other cryptocurrency exchanges, will be the ones to supply pricing data for the benchmarks for XRP and ICANN from this point forward. The fact that the daily reference rates for each asset's price are made public at 4 o'clock in the afternoon instills confidence in the market regarding the dependability and quality of the data that is provided. Therefore, the establishment of these benchmarks is an essential first step toward the possible launch of XRPF for the cryptocurrency. In addition, the availability of the digital asset on a derivatives market, such as CMI, will be the deciding factor for the XRPF, as stated by an expert working for Bloomberg ETF. In the meantime, Monica Long, the president of Ripple, made a statement indicating that she was in favor of an XRPDF, CF Benchmark's role in the expansion of cryptocurrencies as a consequence. In a variety of different ways, CF Benchmarks have been a contributor to the growth of the Bitcoin asset class. CF Benchmark's chief executive officer, Sui Chung, expressed her delight at the news, pointing out that there has been an increase in the flow of clients and their interest. The newly introduced reference prices and real-time indexes are beneficial to investors, and they also contribute to an improvement in the validity of Bitcoin pricing. As a consequence of this, the cryptocurrency trading sector is witnessing an increasing trend toward the provision of institutional-grade products by means of the CF benchmarks maintained by CM Group. The purpose of these benchmarks is to encourage institutional investors and provide them with assistance in making well-informed investment decisions on price, market movements, and impending opportunities